you ever struggled to remember something important? Like a due date, or someone's name, or where you put your phone? How about Mother's Day? Isn't it annoying that while you struggle to remember important things, you can't seem to totally forget the unimportant things, like the words to that song you loved 5 years ago? Last week, we started a new series. We're exploring the book of Psalms. This book is a collection of songs, rhymes, and rhythms written by and for the nation of Israel. The writers of Psalms wrote them to remember. They wrote down some of the things that God had done for them so that when times were tough, it would be easy to trust God. Even if things were looking terrible, they remember He was there for them. Psalm 121 says, "I will lift up my eyes to the mountains, where my help comes from. My help comes from the Lord who made the heavens and the earth. He will not let your feet go out from under you. He who watches over you will not sleep." Listen, he who watches over Israel will not close his eyes or sleep. The Lord watches over you. The Lord is your safe cover at your right hand. The sun will not hurt you during the day, and the moon will not hurt you during the night. The Lord will keep you from all that is sinful. He will watch over your soul. The Lord will watch over your coming and going now and forever. Psalm 120 to 134 are 15 very short songs in the book of Psalms. It's believed the Israelites used to sing these songs on their way to worship God in the temple or at one of their commemorative events. It's these psalms we see a recurring theme. The pattern of these psalms is really simple, and it's a helpful formula for us to remember how we can give God praise. In each of these psalms, the psalmist says, "I'm in trouble," or "we're in trouble." We called to God and God heard us. When we trust God, God helps us, and God deserves our praise. The Israelites used these psalms to remember the trouble they were in and what God did to save them. So here's 2 tricks to remembering things. Number 1, we write it down. Number 2, turn it into a song. Writing and singing are 2 of the best tools we have for helping us remember things that matter. And maybe that's why people have been writing songs about God for so many thousands of years. Because songs can help us remember the things that matter most. Now maybe you're like me and you write things down but you have no idea how to make a song out of it. Well, just remember to go back and read what you wrote. I often go back to read my journals to remember what God said, what He promised, and to praise God for being faithful to fulfill those promises. In the Bible, the book of Psalms is filled with songs of worship about the amazing things God has done throughout history. Those songs are worth remembering, and new songs are still worth writing because we worship to remember what God has done.